The new moon on May the 30th brings with it a sense of inner peace and tranquility. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I think you should know about this powerful new moon on May the 30th, so you can really make the most out of this and also tap into it in a sense of peace and tranquility. So stay tuned. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back to another video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So excited that you're here. My name is Kay Sanders, and this channel is all about helping awakening souls on their spiritual awakening journey so they can really awaken to their power within and create a life of more success, abundance, and freedom, all while living their life on purpose. And if you haven't done so already, I do want to extend an invitation. Please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. Now, I'm pretty sure with everything that has been happening this month, I'm pretty sure you are ready for more of that, is feeling that inner peace and that tranquility, especially since we are still going through this Mercury retrograde phase all the way until beginning of June. Now, if you haven't checked out my video yet about this Mercury retrograde season, the link is in the description below where I share with you the key things that you need to know about the Mercury retrograde season. I think it's going to help you also make sense of what's been going on, and also will help you even more especially now with this upcoming new moon as well, to really help you tap into this energy that we're now being given, because Mercury retrograde is all about being slowed down anyways. And this is a perfect time right now to really prepare yourself for that next phase in your life, and it really also prepares you for this inner peace, that inner tranquility that you're being that is being offered to you now with this new moon. But let me share with you those 5 key things that I think you should know about this new moon, so you really know how to really tap into that to make the most out of it. Now, the first thing is that you've done your work, which then also creates that feeling of inner peace, because you're feeling more content in who you are, because you've done your work, right? You have done your work up until this point, whether you consciously did or unconsciously, but you have done your work. You have transformed. You have grown. You have been part of this greater awakening, and you have played your part. So now with this new moon energy, it will give you that also that inner sense of tranquility, and also that inner knowing that, what, I have put in the work with my awakening. I have actively participated in my awakening. So you will feel that just because you have done your work, you will feel that inner sense of tranquility, because you're moving forward, you're moving ahead. You also know that you have grown, you have transformed. So just that inner knowing that you have done your work will give you that sense of peace, that sense of accomplishment as well. Then the second piece here is that doors that have been previously closed or that you were unaware of, they now open. So more doors are opening, giving you a glimpse of what's to come for you, because so many opportunities are available for you. So much is there to assist you, to help you really move forward on your path. But maybe up until this point, you haven't really been open to seeing that. Maybe you haven't really been open to allowing those doors to open. Well, now, because of everything that's been going on, everything that has been shifting and happening, especially also because of this Mercury retrograde phase that we're going through right now, doors are soon going to open for you. Because, new moons are all about new beginnings anyways. So you will be given some glimpses of what is to come for you moving forward. So here you can really tune in and really be in that silent contemplation. Just allow yourself to envision what is that path ahead for you, and allow yourself to be shown, allow soul to show you what is that next phase in your life, that next step in your life. What are some doors that are now ready to open that previously may have been closed or that you simply weren't aware of? But now you're really at a point where more doors now open for you to really assist you to elevate your life, elevate your path, elevate even you as an awakening soul of who you are. So assistance is more readily available for you as well now, with those doors opening as well. Now, you may even have doors open that you never even thought would be possible. Maybe you're feeling guided to go into maybe a completely different direction, or a slightly different direction, or maybe just really feel called to really level up a notch, and the doors for that will now open as well. And then the third piece here is that rewards are now showing. So of all the hard work, of all the dedication, all that you put in, the rewards are now showing. So basically all your hard work is paying off. If you, let's say you have been really dedicated to your spiritual path, or growing your spiritual business, or, you know, elevating your path in your career, or whatever it is, all the work that you have put into what you've been doing up until this point now starts to pay off. Because oftentimes we do a lot of things, we're working, we're learning, we're doing, we're moving forward, we're trying to make things happen, we're trying to achieve greater things, but sometimes it seems like, well, I've been working my tail off, but nothing seems to be happening. Well, you see, the thing is, everything is happening beneath the surface, and sometimes even, you know, behind the scenes, but now the rewards are really starting to show, where things starting to really pay off in your life. All your hard work, all your dedication will start to pay off, because you are meant to move forward. You're meant to really elevate your life. So your hard work is really starting to pay off now, where you then also feel more empowered, you feel more whole, you feel more content, you feel more grounded in who you are and what you have been doing up until this point as well. But most of all, you're also feeling more grounded in who you are because of all the work that you have been doing. Because, like I said, we have gone through some major ups and downs, energetically and emotionally ups and downs this entire year already. I mean, let's just think back during March, right? And everything that has been happening since. There has been so much happening on a collective level to really assist us in up-leveling our life and, you know, humanity as a whole. There has been a lot of healing happening on a collective level as well. You yourself have done your work as well. And because of all that, you have grown, and you now feel more grounded in that as well because of the work that you have been doing. Even though maybe your life doesn't quite show the massive progress yet, just know it's coming. Because you have been doing your work. The things that you have been doing are starting to pay off. Now, this may not yet happen as massive, huge scale. It happens in the scale that you are ready to receive it. Because remember, everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens to your highest and greatest good. So if you want your life to change, but deep down you're not quite ready for that, it will only change to the degree that you are ready to allow it to change. But still, rewards are forthcoming. Rewards for your efforts, for all the work you put in. It will start to pay off. It will show. Whether it is small, on a small scale, or a large scale. Whatever is to your highest and greatest good. But you will start seeing shifts happening in your life, showing you that, you know what, you've done your work. This is the reward for you being so dedicated to your path, for you being dedicated to this work, to you elevating your path, for you stepping into what your soul has come here to do. So just be open to that. Really be open and receptive for what wants to come into your life, for receiving the rewards for all your dedication and hard work. Now, the fourth piece here is, before all this can happen, before the rewards can really show, there's still something that needs to happen. And especially because we're still going through the Mercury retrograde phase here, the Mercury retrograde season, is that there's an inner call to pause, to rest, to reset, and to also celebrate your growth. Because Mercury retrograde season, they are all about taking a step back. Everything is a little slowed down anyways. But in order for you to really allow yourself to really then allow the rewards to come in, allow the growth to really take you to that next level, you also really got to rest in a way too, because you have to be ready for that next phase. So you have earned that downtime. I mean, you've done a lot. You have done so much. Now gift yourself some downtime. Gift yourself a time where you can go within. Do like a mini retreat for yourself, or, you know, do some pampering. Do what you can do to really just go within, to just pause. Maybe even put a pause on all the studying. Like if you have been really diving deep into the spiritual studies, maybe here too, just take a pause. And maybe here too, just take a pause. Take a step back. Let it all integrate. Let it all settle. You want to take some time to really pause and go within. To also then acknowledge all the growth that you have experienced, this year alone, and even from before. Like, really celebrate all the amazing things that you have accomplished, that you have grown out of, that you have let go of, that you have changed in your life. All these, it's not just about the big things, but also the small things. Really celebrate your growth. Even if you're not where you want to be, it doesn't matter, but you have grown. Celebrate that. So really take some time, go within, and like I said, check out the video for the Mercury retrograde. There's still time to really tap into, really making the most out of this Mercury retrograde season. I share, I think, with like 6 key things to know how you can really make the most out of it. So, check out the video. It's in the description below, so you can really tap into that as well. But take some time to really go within, to really celebrate, to rest, to pause, and to realign yourself, for that next step, that next phase that is about to happen, especially once we're coming out of Mercury retrograde season, because then you're also feeling that call to move forward. And then the fifth and final piece here is that you also now have that realization. It's really sinking in how much you have grown, how much you have transformed, how much your life has transformed on so many levels. Like this month alone, there was so much going on. And now it's really, you're realizing that. It's really sinking in. It's not just like, oh yeah, I've grown, but no, it's hitting home. It's really connecting at a deeper level, like, oh my God, I have grown. I have transformed. Oh my God, this is amazing. And by you really taking that time to really go within, that gives you also that space, that time to realize that. Because you can't just constantly go without taking a pause and then looking back over your life and realizing, okay, this has changed. I have grown here. This has transformed, and all of those different things. So I want to invite you, review your progress and your transformation up until this point, like this month or the last 6 months. Really review that. Review how much you have grown this year alone. By doing that, this will also then give you that sense of inner peace, of inner tranquility, because then you're really realizing that I'm no longer who I was at the beginning of the year, or even I'm no longer the person I was a year ago. When you realize that really, when you let that sink in, it gives you an inner sense of peace and tranquility, because you have transformed. And I want to invite you to really gift yourself that time to be in awe of how far you have come, because your next chapter is about to begin. That next chapter of your life is about to begin. You're still finishing up the healing, the releasing that is happening because of Mercury retrograde, and I really hope you're making the most out of it. Now this new moon also assists you in finding that sense of inner peace and tranquility, but you have got to slow down enough to allow it to happen, to allow it to unfold, to allow yourself to realize and really be in awe of, I have grown, I have transformed, I'm no longer who I used to be. Having that realization can really shift a lot for you, because then maybe you're also realizing that, you know what, I am good enough to move forward. I can really do this. I've accomplished so much already. Or whatever challenge you're experiencing right now, when you really take that time to really go within to uncover how far you have grown, all the things that you've accomplished already, you will realize that the challenge you're experiencing right now, it's nothing. You can make it past that as well. So really take that time, allow this inner sense of tranquility to really come to the forefront, that inner sense of peace, and also that inner sense of stillness. When you can tap into that inner stillness, all of what I shared with you now, all that is available to you, all that is happening now with this new moon and also Mercury retrograde can really have an effect on you. But you've got to go within, you've got to become still, you've got to open yourself up to allow it to unfold. So what you can do to really make the most out of this new moon energy is take some time, rest, recharge, review, and realize how far you have come. Celebrate your growth, and then internally set the stage and prepare yourself for that next phase, that next stage of your life unfolding. You may have already been given some insights and some guidance of what that is, what that next step is for you. If up until this point you felt like you want to create something, you want to do something, but you felt like somewhat on pause, well, there's a reason for it, because you weren't ready for that yet. The time for you to take action hasn't come yet. But so now take the time to rest, recharge, really tune in, allow it to unfold, and then prepare yourself internally for that next phase, for that next chapter to begin, because it's about to begin very, very soon. Mercury retrograde ends around the 2nd of June, and then of course we have the 2 weeks after that to finish up certain things, to tie up loose ends. But after June the 2nd, you will already start feeling that, maybe it's going to take a few days for you to really start feeling that drive to move forward again, but then you will move forward again. You will then feel like things will then accelerate again. So just take the time right now. Everything is slowed down anyways. Take the time, just go within, rest, recharge, and allow this inner peace, this inner tranquility to really come. And it starts from within. It really needs to come from within. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe even leave me a comment below. Let me know, how do you feel about what I shared with you? What would you like to see unfolding moving forward for your life? I would love to know. And also be sure to check out this video here about Mercury retrograde, the key things to know, so you really know how to really make the most out of it for the rest of this Mercury retrograde season, so you're aware of what's going on. And I look forward to see you again in that next video or in any other next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.